Hello, teacher friends on summer break. It is the beginning of June, and I have my summer look already going with my summer hair, full hair, don't care, makeup-free face, already got a little sunburn on my nose. That was not smart. Forgot to sunscreen my face. Nope, don't do that again. Anyway, summer break's been going pretty good so far, but last night I had a nightmare, and it was the nightmare I have every single year. But the difference is I normally have this particular nightmare towards the end of the summer when school's getting ready to start back, but I had it last night. You know the nightmare. You're gonna say, I have that nightmare too, and I'll tell you what it is. I dreamed, or nightmare, that it was the first day of school. I'm there, but I don't realize it's the first day of school. I don't even realize summer break's over and school is starting, and I don't know it's the first day of school, and the kids are coming into the classroom. They're flowing in with their backpacks and their school supplies and their little eager faces and some parents taking pictures, and I'm just standing there like, oh, I didn't know it was the first day of school. I'm not ready. I'm not prepared. Oh no. It's that nightmare, guys. The classic teacher nightmare. First day of school, you're not prepared. Whew. Let me tell you why I have that nightmare. I lived that nightmare. I started teaching about 15 years ago, and my very first teaching job, teaching a sweet second grade class, so excited. I had all these dreams in my head about what teaching was going to be like, and no, it did not turn out that way. But it was better in some ways, but definitely not what I was thinking I was getting into. Anyway, I had a vision for what the school year was going to look like, but in my vision, I never planned for the first week of school. I never planned for what are the kids going to do when they get in my classroom on that first day. What am I going to do with all of their school supplies? What am I going to do with these parents who are coming in, saying goodbye, taking pictures, and the other kids, it's chaos. What am I going to do? Oh, let me tell you, I learned my lesson. Now, over the next few years, I created a back-to-school packet. And that back-to-school packet has everything that I need for that first day, that first week of school. It has fun activities for the students in it, some games. It has even some little pre-assessments that I can do for phonics, handwriting, math. It took me a while to create it, but I'm so glad I did. Because when I woke up last night in a cold sweat from that nightmare, I just had to think, come on, Ashley, you've got this. You're ready to go. You've got that packet. You've got those school games. So I felt much better. But I wanted to get on here because maybe some other people have that nightmare, and maybe you aren't ready. You're not prepared, and you're thinking, oh man, I've got to get some stuff ready. I'm going to share my packet with you so that you don't have to spend your summer getting stuff ready for that first day, that first week of school. But you do need things ready. If you don't use this packet, you need to find something. Okay, so the packet that I'm going to show you is second grade. But I love, because I teach second grade, but I love my packet so much, I want to share the love. So I'm going to make one for kindergarten and first. I used to teach first grade for 8 years. I taught first grade. Loved it. So I'm going to do one for first grade for sure. Kindergarten will be more of like a phase-in thing. Anyway, that's not even what I'm here to talk about. So I want to show you just a couple of things that come in this packet. And the first one is this smartboard game that I made for my students, and they absolutely love it. So this game can be played on a smartboard or on a laptop or on a desktop computer. You can even download it on an iPad if you have the PowerPoint app. So I'm going to give you just a quick run through of what this game looks like. So the student would click the home button. I let my students come up and touch and click the buttons. They just like doing that, but you definitely don't have to do that. Okay, so once you click that home button, you go to a game, like a game screen. I can't think of the name for it right now, but this is the screen you'll go to. And what you'll do is you'll click on one of the kids, and it will take you to a task, okay, something the students can do. So you see it says write your name in box 1. It says box 1 because with this game, I've created like a grid, and there are 15 boxes in this grid to go with the 15 children on the game slide. I don't know, I can't think of what to call that. So each kid has a different task for the student to do. So on their little grid, the student would write their name in box 1. Then you click on the purple star to go back to this start page, and you can click on another kid. Okay, so let's click on her. Okay, draw what you look like today in box 8. So on that grid in box 8, the student would write what they look like today. Now, some of the tasks that they'll do require them to get up and go talk to another student, get another student to sign. This has worked very well for me in the past, but we're getting ready to embark on a different kind of school year. This is 2020. COVID-19 is going strong, and we don't know what the school year is going to look like when we start back in the fall, even though it's August. So you may have to make some adjustments to this game. Like if it says go find somebody with a different color eyes than you and let them sign, you may have to make some adjustments and kind of lead that yourself. Everybody with brown eyes, raise your hand. Everybody with blue eyes, raise your hand. Okay, you've got brown eyes. I'm going to take this kid's sheet that has blue eyes, and I'm going to let you sign it, and then I'm going to give it back to him. You may have to make some adjustments, but aren't we used to doing that as teachers? Do we not do that all the time? So, I'm going to show you just one more. I just love this game. The kids just love it too. Oh, here we go. Let a classmate with a different hair color write their name in box 10. Again, if we're having to practice social distancing at the beginning of the school year, you may have to make some adjustments. Not huge adjustments, not big adjustments. No big deal. We're used to it, right? So this is the smartboard game that I created for that. I let them do this on the first day of school. It's a great icebreaker. Great icebreaker. So then the next thing is some sheets that I've created. And I call it Back to School Fun because we've got to make Back to School fun, right? Yes, we do. We've got to make it fun, but we've also got to set down rules and procedures to build that classroom community that we want for the rest of the school year. Getting those class rules and procedures is just one building block that we need as teachers. It's one of the building blocks in the blocks to create an awesome classroom community, because your year will be so much smoother, you will have so much more fun as a teacher, and it is less stressful when you have a positive classroom community. I'll get off my soapbox on that. So each one of these, I went ahead and put instructions for what to do with each of the sheets that I created. Because even though I do this every year, come on, there is a lot of times between, one beginning of the school year to the next. There's a lot of time between there, and I forget. So I wrote down instructions so that I could remember. A lot of these sheets go with a book. If you don't have the book, it's really not a big deal. They don't have to go with the book, but they do go really well with some of the books that I've listed the books that would go well with these activities. So just a few to look at. Now these are just some common, have these out when they come in the first day of school so they can have something to do. Second grade superstar, your second grade superstar. Draw a picture of yourself and tell about your superstar self in the stars. A back to school worksheet. Okay, so this is on the first day of school this morning. Now, I let them do this after I have read them first day jitters. And then I also let them do strong in second, where they can tell us, what are you wondering about? What are you curious about what second grade is going to be like? What are you excited about? Put that in the bubble so we can all share. A poem starter, so they can... one of the books I recommend is a book of poems for second grade. Second grade, Here I Come. Awesome book. So I've got where they can write their own poem. You're saying, are you crazy? Write their own poem? No, I'm not crazy. Well, sometimes I'm crazy. I'm not crazy on this. They can write their own poem. So I've basically given them this template to write their own poem. All they have to do is fill in the blank. Boom, they've got a poem. They'll be so proud of themselves. And then they can rewrite it on this My Back to School poem paper. Hello, friend. That goes with another activity from that same book where they're going to find a friend in class and make a card for them. They're going to tell what they did this summer. We're going to make kindness bracelets. The kindness bracelets go with enemy pie. But we're going to call it friendship pie, and we're going to actually make friendship pie. And then they're going to write what the steps were to make it. Then I've got these some math sheets, phonics, more phonics. This is the grid I was telling you about for the smartboard game. Some handwriting sheets. This is all just stuff you could use as a pre-assessment. Okay, and then I have all these sheets for practicing rules and procedures. Yes, I said it 3 times because you need to practice over and over and over. You'll be glad you did. Okay, so I like to print these out, and these are editable, so you can put your own procedure in here. So every year I just edit, put my procedure in there. We go over it and over it and over it and over it. I keep these in a little folder so I can just whip them out whenever I need it. Some people would put these around the room. I'm not all about that because I don't like clutter. I like clean wall space. Alright guys, that's it. I'm going to put a link down below where you can find this back to school packet, and you'll be glad you got it because it's going to take a lot off your shoulders. And when you have that back to school nightmare, you can just rest easy. Hey, I'm ready to go. Alright guys, enjoy the rest of that summer.